After dealing with the lost sinner, I've decided to backtrack a little bit for some personal relaxation, and found this coffin that turned me into an ugly lady. What the hell I thought. Let's celebrate an acquisition of the first great soul with sex change. Nothing's wrong with that. Well, regardless, my attempt to do things clockwise failed miserably because the next path that I wanted to take was blocked by another statue that obviously needed to be cured. And the next thing on the list was jumping down a giant hole that I also decided to abandon for the time being. So down the last available path I went, that led me to a quite beautiful place populated by big, slow, and thus easy enemies. With a big, slow and easy boss that took me only 2 attempts to kill. It was disappointing really, and it is a big problem, because after going one path, every other path stops being challenging. The very next boss that occupied the pirate ship that I've encountered early in the Lost Bastille and was totally right about being another entrance to the area, I've killed from the first attempt, being on half health. It's a joke, really, and I thought it's gonna be the area boss, so I farmed the Pirate Cove before it, and there went several wasted hours of my life. The following boss was as disappointing as the last two, because it was Dragonslayer Orangestein from the previous game. Are you shitting me? I've seen this boss already, it's no fun! So, being a human, I've decided to just summon a phantom to my aid and murder this bastard. That led me to a guy who still doesn't want to talk to me because I'm not worthy or something. And a dead end. That surprised me actually, because I thought that every path is leading to a great soul. That doesn't seem to be the case. I had no choice but to jump down the hole. That's a bitch, to be honest, because even wearing the ring that reduces fall damage, I could barely survive the first fall. After several deaths, I finally managed to get to the next bonfire and eventually to the next boss. That is just a bunch of rats. What the hell? A boss in Dark Souls should be an event, not just a bunch of rats. So, yeah, another easy victory. The next area is the Gutter, a cut down, ugly version of the Blight Town that has no boss in it at all if we don't count an ugly bug that seemed to be friendly, but I've decided to kill it regardless, because insects and I don't come alone. And only after getting through another area I've encountered the next boss and the bearer of the next great soul, called the Rotten. That isn't bad in terms of visual design, but when it comes to mechanics, it's just another big bastard that you poke in its ass till it dies. The first time I've tried it, I was at half health, so he killed me with 1 hit. After becoming a human and getting my health back, I've decided, what the hell, let's summon someone just for the sake of using an opportunity. And I did, and we killed the boss. Whoop-de-fucking-do. In the process of getting to the Rotten, I have found another item that reverses petrification, with which I have acquired access to the next area, where I've killed a flexible sentinel once again. But thankfully managed to find something cool. The foggy forest was incredibly atmospheric and challenging. I haven't died there, but it provided immense amounts of paranoid delights that I love so much. Unfortunately, the boss afterwards is piss easy. This is how I finished the first fight with her. A couple of more tries and she's dead. Just a waste of space. Afterwards, things got a little bit more interesting. I've entered the area where I wasn't attacked at all. I mean, the enemies just stood still doing nothing and couldn't be hurt with anything. All my attacks just went through them like they didn't exist. I thought it's a bug, but after asking the forums, it turned out that being a part of Red Covenant makes them my allies. So I managed to get to the boss unopposed and have been immediately flattened. Couldn't kill the boss. The main problem is the ads he has with him. If I focus on them, the boss kills me. If I focus on the boss, they kill me. So I've decided to leave him till later, adding him to the list right after Belfry Gargoyles. Then things went quite funny for me. After entering a village area, I have encountered a summoning sign in the middle of nowhere. Being quite bored, I thought, What the hell, I wonder what will happen. What happened was, I have summoned a guy who steamrolled through the area right to the fog gate, behind which some occult ceremony was held. I was quite shocked, to be honest, and had no choice but to attack. And with our combined effort, the boss was defeated, unlocking the path to a spider-infested Petra. I just hope the next boss won't be a wash.